Hello, I'm Dennis Gubb. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is called Struggle for Fairness. That's a reference to my next book, a biography of star baseball pitcher Dave McNally. More about that a bit later after I provide a brief background on myself. I'm a Montana native, specifically a native of the Great Plains of eastern Montana, true big sky country. I grew up on a farm until I was about 11 years old. Then my family moved first to Miles City and then to Billings, where I graduated from high school. I was fortunate to gain admission to the country's premier journalism school at Northwestern University. After I was awarded my degree, I embarked on a 25-year career as a newspaper reporter and editor. I left the newspaper business in the early 2000s and found myself in the high-tech industry, specifically software. I worked for a couple of companies that provide software to business. I was in a sales support role, and when I retired from corporate life almost 9 years ago, I had already written and had published my first book. Subsequently, in my return to creative writing, I've written and had published 3 more books for a total of 4. 3 of them are nonfiction. 1 is fiction. They're all based on themes of Montana history. More information about them can be found at my website. The current project is a book called Dave McNally, the Montanan Who Revolutionized Baseball, tentatively scheduled for release in September this year, 2025. It's the biography of a star baseball player from Billings, Dave McNally, who played for the Baltimore Orioles from 1962 until 1974. He won 181 games for the Orioles. Then they traded him to the now defunct Montreal Expos of the National League. He won 3 more games, retired, and came back to Billings and went into business. Dave, besides his high win total, Dave is perhaps better known for his contribution to baseball through his involvement in the most consequential sports labor decision in history. You'll read about it in my book, but essentially it gave workplace fairness to baseball players. By that I mean previous to 1975, players did not enjoy the same workplace rights that most of us take for granted. For example, they could not realistically negotiate salaries, and also if they were unhappy with their team, they had no way of going to someplace else or to another team and playing for them. They had to abide by the wishes of the team that originally signed them to a contract. And if that team decided to trade them, that team pretty much was in total control of where they went. Think about that if you had those restrictions on your employment. But after 1975, players essentially had the same rights that we take for granted in the workplace. I have provided the links to my website and to my email address in the comments below this video. I welcome your attention to that. If you care to subscribe to my no spam email newsletter, that would be great. And subscribe to this YouTube channel also. Both ways you'll stay in the loop on my writing projects. Again, thank you.